Hey, what is up, you guys? Quentin Loves Trains and Horror Movies 2015, and today I'm going to be reviewing Halloween Kills, released in 2021. Halloween Kills is the sequel to Halloween 2018 and picks up right where it left off. Like, seriously, right where it left off. Not only the same night, but mere moments after the Strode woman locked Michael Myers inside a burning building. With Halloween 2018 a critical and commercial success, Blumhouse quickly greenlit not just one, but two sequels. Both of them, like 2018, would be directed by David Gordon Green and co-written by Danny McBride. That makes Halloween Kills the middle child in this new trilogy, and consequently, the movie sometimes feels like it's spinning its wheels. The plot and themes are all over the place. The characters are some of the dumbest in horror history. And Laurie Strode is completely wasted. Ultimately, this is a messy movie, but it's a mess. I kind of enjoy it. I've watched it a couple times, and it's pretty good. Except maybe the hospital scenes. Those can be fast-forwarded. One thing I can respect is how weird it is.
It's him. It's him. It's Michael Myers.
I commend it for taking stylistic swings. I also like how it expands on the town of Haddonfield, bringing back the characters and actors from both the 2018 and 1978 films. While Halloween 2018 looked at generational trauma, Halloween Kills is about the effect Michael Myers has on a whole community.
Let's get that bird's eye view of Haddonfield itself. What does Haddonfield look like 40 years after the 1978 murders?
It's nice to acknowledge that other people were affected by Michael's killing spree in 78. I just wish it wasn't handled so clumsily. Hard to take the town seriously when they chant a slogan like they're at a pro wrestling show.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
All right. Evil dies tonight!
Still, it's a fresh take on Halloween, on the Halloween formula. And even if they're making dumb decisions, I like the supporting characters. I laughed a bunch at the comedic acting and line deliveries, and the individual killing vignettes are often well done and super gory. And I mean, this is one big violent dark slasher. This movie has kills in the title. Let's get to reviewing. So let's get to reviewing this movie. On October 31st, 1978, Deputy Frank Hawkins accidentally shoots his partner dead while trying to save him from Michael Myers. He also prevents Dr. Samuel Loomis from executing Michael. 40 years later, on October 31st, 2018, after being stabbed and left to die by Dr. Rainbear Sartain, Hawkins is found by Cameron Elam, who calls an ambulance. Hawkins regrets not allowing Michael's execution and vows to kill him. Meanwhile, Tommy Doyle celebrates the 40th anniversary of Michael's imprisonment, along with fellow survivors Marion Chambers, Lindsay Wallace, and Cameron's father, Lonnie Elam, having each survived an encounter with Michael in 1978. Firefighters responding to Laurie Strode's burning house inadvertently release Michael, who slaughters them with their own equipment. Laurie, her daughter Karen, and her granddaughter Allison are taken to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, where Laurie undergoes emergency surgery. As Michael murders Laurie's neighbors before making his way back to Haddonfield. Tommy, Marion, Lindsay, and Lonnie learn of Michael's killing spree through a wireless emergency alert. Bar patron Vanessa supposedly encounters Michael in her car, but the driver crashes and escapes. Unnoticed, Tommy forms a mob of vengeful Haddonfield residents to hunt down and kill Michael. Karen is informed that Michael is still alive and withholds that information from Laurie to allow her to recover. Allison reconciles with Cameron, her ex-boyfriend, and she joins Tommy's mob to avenge her own father's death. Laurie and Hawkins both awaken in the same room and reminisce about their former relationship. While warning the Haddonfield community to stay inside their houses, Marion, Vanessa, and her husband Marcus are killed by Michael. Lindsay escapes and is found alive by Tommy, Lonnie, Allison, and Cameron. The group map out Michael's path and his victim's location and deduce that he is heading towards his childhood home. Tommy takes Lindsay to the hospital and reunites with former Haddonfield Sheriff Lee Brackett, whose daughter Annie was killed in 1978, and informs Laurie about Michael's survival. Across town, Michael murders the current owners of his home as Laurie prepares to leave the hospital. Lance Tavalli, a fugitive convict from Smith's Grove Psychiatric Hospital, and Vanessa's car driver, who escaped alongside Michael when their bus crashed, arrives and is mistaken for Michael. Tommy's mob pursue him through the hospital before Karen realizes that he is not Michael. Despite her attempts to calm the mob and help Lance, he jumps out a window to his death. Laurie urges Karen to work with Tommy and Brackett to hunt Michael down. Elsewhere, Lonnie heads in alone to Michael's home and is killed. Allison and Cameron rush inside and find his corpse before being attacked by Michael, who murders Cameron. As Michael prepares to kill Allison, Karen stabs him in the back with a pitchfork, steals his mask, and taunts him to follow her. She leads Michael into Tommy's mob, who swarm, attack, and seemingly kill him. When the mob disperses, Michael recovers and massacres the entire mob, including Tommy and Brackett. Back at Michael's home, Karen goes upstairs to investigate while Allison receives medical attention. Michael appears and stabs Karen to death in Judith Myers' old bedroom as Laurie stares out of her hospital room. That's it. Halloween Kills came out in 2021 and is the second movie in this new trilogy. And I also want to give a shout out to Christian Hannah Horror, Nick the Lost River Drive-In, Lee Drumdums, Justin Ryan 1988, Pizzal, Nick Pushes Horror Channel, Jake Blaster Production, Brayden Timmons, Bud and Halloweenverse, Zach Cece's World, Jimmy Champagne, Mike and Jay We Watched a Movie, and James A. Janice from Dead Meat. The third film, Halloween Ends, was already released, and I'll review it when it comes out on Blu-ray. Until next time, I'm Quentin Loves Trains and Horror Movies 2015. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below on what you think. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and support me on Patreon. And also, happy Halloween to everyone and to all you horror movie fans. Thanks, be good people.